Georgetown University School of Medicine, Washington, D.C. Dr. Samantha Owens stared out the window of her office, admiring the view she'd be enjoying for the next several years. Trees. Lots and lots of trees. The Georgetown University campus was landscaped to perfection, bringing the joys of wildlife and green space to their urban oasis. Maples and willow oaks, zelkovas and ginkgo, viburnum and holly, and more she had no names for. In truth, this deep into the warm, wet D.C. summer, everything was so green it made her eyes hurt. It was all so bloody alive. And so different from her anonymous stainless steel office in Nashville. A welcome change. A change she'd openly pursued, sure to the core she no longer wanted to work in law enforcement. The idea of keeping herself separate from the hurt and fear and messiness of the real world appealed to her. Her new reality. She was the head of the burgeoning forensic pathology department at Georgetown University Medical School. Her first classes would start the following week, though students were already on campus doing their orientations. And now that she was here, the sense of adventure and excitement were gone. Looking out at the tree-lined campus, she couldn't help wondering yet again if she'd made a mistake. The freedom she'd hoped for, planned on, felt like a noose around her neck. Even though she was calling the shots, she was increasingly feeling trapped. So many people were counting on her. She'd developed the forensic program, made a commitment to the university, even signed a contract. She was stuck. No longer a medical examiner, no longer a part of organized law enforcement. She was a teacher with 2 class sections of doctors who wanted to help solve crimes. Students who seemed so young, teenagers almost, though many were in their 20s and even 30s. Untouched by tragedy, unknowing of the world's painful embrace. They'd learn soon enough, especially with her at the helm. She'd seen more than most in her career, especially during her tenure as the chief medical examiner for the state of Tennessee. Her job was to teach them everything she knew so they could stride out into the world in pursuit of justice. The way she used to do. Sam turned from the window to her desk, a thick slab of oak polished to a high gleam, and casually straightened the stack of papers in her outbox. Her OCD was under strict rein, especially in front of all these new people, but there was no need for things to be messy.